I want you to research the story of David and Goliath. I want you to understand what the king told David when he put on the armor on David, and he said, I want you to fight Goliath with this armor because he's huge, he's 9 foot tall. And David said something that was very key to the king. He said, King, I can't fight your fight. I got to fight my fight. It's about fighting our fight. 2005, I had one of the most tragic injuries ever. And I couldn't help my team. So the leader was took away, so there could be doubt. But if you still have a leader, and Joe Flacco, you got to rally around him. You got to get behind him. And it ain't about wins or losses. It's about loyalty. It's about understanding. I'm going to make the play or I'm going to watch the play be made. It's simple.
Make the play or watch the play be made. And I feel like that's where we are with these playoffs right now. Definitely got some unfortunate news for the playoffs, but it's all understood and it's all something that happens within the playoffs, just like it does in the regular season. So kudos to Swerve for not holding the league up with some personal matters that he has to attend to. But I didn't want to miss on talking about some of the games that have happened up to in the league so far, starting with the Packers and the Hawks. Crazy what it came down to in this game is it just looks like Colton just couldn't slow down Justin James in this game. He scored every drive he had. Of course, there was only 2 turnovers to 1. Time of possession, not that big of a difference, but it just looks like ultimately Justin James put up touchdowns and Colton wasn't able to. Going over to the Steelers and Raiders, didn't get to see a lot of this game because my game was playing around the same time. Again, close game. I thought it would be a close game. Didn't really see that there'd be a big difference. I did think that Smitty would pull this out the second time around. Didn't look to be the case, but ultimately Fuzz does pull this one out, and he takes this one 16-9. Probably one of the more interesting games to watch in the playoffs up to this point has to be between Brad and Ivan, mainly because of the style of offenses that they came out with that I didn't expect. Ivan had a bunch of passing yards in this game compared to what I'm normally seeing out of him. Brad had a little bit more balance in this game. Ultimately, turnovers were the difference in this game. I do think it's something that not only Ivan will learn from and Brad will improve with. So with that, that was obviously a big game there. Going from there, we do have the very next game in the NFC. You have Earl taking out the Rams. I thought the Rams would get close in this one. I did think it would be a close game. Ultimately, you do see that Earl wins this game 20-17. And then, of course, my game 16-14 going ahead with Gruski. Again, like I said, the game between Rome and Swerve will be a forced game. We will discuss in more depth, obviously, once I get Ivan on the show. But this was just going to be a quick show to give a quick breakdown of what's happened in the league so far. I did want to shoot a reminder to everyone. If you haven't been paying attention, there has been some issues with drafts. There has been issues with leagues going forward. It is something that I'm trying to figure out what's the best way we're going to do to address that. Luckily, we have time. So I'm going to go ahead live and advance the league and get us to the next layer of these playoffs. And, of course, wishing the guys luck as far as the next steps. Obviously, like I said, Rome is taking this game over Swerve. So we are in the second round. So good luck to everybody. And, man, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.